And now Solid Signal goes hands-on with the new HR44 Genie DVR. This is the latest and greatest Genie DVR from DIRECTV, and your Solid Signal team were lucky enough to get one to play with. We're going to share it with you. The HR44 Genie is really nothing but an HR34 Genie in a much smaller package. It's got the same touch screen on the front, slightly refreshed DIRECTV logo of course, all the same buttons that you expect on the HR34 Genie. But when I say the HR44 is tiny, it's tiny. Take a look at this. What you're seeing on top is an H25. Then you see the HR44 underneath it, and believe it or not, that DVR at the bottom that looks like a behemoth, that's just an HR24. Remember, the HR34 is a size larger than the HR24. That should give you an idea of how tiny this receiver is. Let's take a closer look. On the front there's not a lot to see, except for one door which holds the access card, reset button, and just like every other receiver, a useless USB port. Looking at the back you see a single coax input. That's right, this is swim only, just like the HR34. There's one set of composite, one set of component outputs, plus RCA digital audio and, thank you, optical audio. That's right folks, it's back. HDMI, Ethernet, eSATA, USB port on the back is for the AM21 antenna module, and then finally, you see a connector for a phone jack and the new power brick. The connector for the power brick is different from the H25. It's about the size of an S-Video output, but S-Video will not work in this plug. The new 12-volt power brick makes it possible for the HR44 to be small and quiet by putting the entire power supply on the outside. That's also the part that's most likely to fail, so it makes sense for DIRECTV to do it that way. There's bound to be a little bit of controversy with the RC71 remote that ships with the HR44. Here's the good news. It's easy to use, the volume and channel switches are on rockers which makes them feel great. And it's simple. No searching past buttons that you can't understand. Here's the bad news. It doesn't have a stop button. You use the back button for that. Also, you can't control an AV receiver or a DVD player with it. It uses a new RF technology, which means that the older white remotes are compatible in IR mode with the HR44, but in RF mode you're going to have to use this RC71 remote. We had a chance to play with the HR44's new wireless capability. If you've ever connected a DIRECTV receiver to the internet, this is exactly the same process. Disconnect any cinema connection kits or hard connection points, then go through the menus and connect now. Choose wireless as your connection method. You'll be prompted to put in your router's security key, and then after that, it's automatic. So you've seen the outside, we've talked about the inside, but what you really want to know is, how fast is it? Pictures speak better than words. Take a look at this. On the left, HR44. On the right, HR34. All I'm doing is mashing those buttons as fast as I can. I think that says it all, don't you? This DVR feels powerful and responsive. It starts up quickly, acts quickly, moves quickly. The only thing that's not a lot faster, channel changes. If you want all the power of the HR34 in a smaller size and better speed, you're going to love the HR44. Check with solidsignal.com for price and availability.